Sawadee Krap, and welcome to the Think Pink podcast. Today I want to talk to you about your why. Why is the biggest word you can ever have that's going to drive you to your goals. Before I get into it, please guys hit that subscribe button. If you have the time, please watch it through to the end. It's really going to help with the algorithm. I'm trying to grow this thing and it's growing. I promise you it's growing and it's coming along. And if you don't have the time, that's cool as well. I'm not going to be upset. But the more time you can watch the video, the more length of time you can watch it, the better it is for the algorithm to help me grow. And so let's get on to the subject at hand. So last year I really stressed myself out with a lot of things to do with Muay Thai in general. And this year I've changed my mindset a little bit, and I really want to work on building people who aren't just working hard, but I want to help with people who have a why. So whether you're my student, whether you're from someone from another gym and I can help get you matched on particular shows, or whether you're another trainer, or whatever it is in the aspect of Muay Thai and life in general, I want to help people who have a why. So me as a trainer, I need to know, if you want to be a fighter, what is your why? Is it just because it's something you can do? Is it just so you can exist? Or is it because you need to fix something that's broken inside? Or is it because you want to be world champion? Like, without knowing your whys, I don't know which angle to take with you. And as I said, it's no different in life in general. If I don't know your why, I can't help you. But you need to know your why, and your why needs to not be a made up thing to appease the person asking. A why is the reason why you get out of bed every day. The reason why you train hard every day. Man, if your why is because you're lonely and you have nothing better to do in life, fucking cool. I know that. You know that. We can then work with that. But that also tells me, okay, so until the why changes, this person is probably not going to reach their full potential. Big key point there. So if I know your why is just existing, that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. I don't need to be bullshitted and told that, your why is you want to be world champion because it's been your lifetime dream or something. If your lifetime dream is just to find some friends, I love that. I fucking love it. But I need to know that. Because then I know what direction we go as a trainer-student. I still give you my love. I still give you my attention. I still help you. But when that's your why, I also know that, us going on to be world champions together is probably not going to be a thing. Unless you start developing your why. And whys change. My why was I wanted to get away from drugs and alcohol and an unhealthy life and mental health issues and all the bullshit. That was my why. But my why soon turned into, I want to be a fighter. Then my why turned into, I want to be world champion. Then I had a career-ending injury and I stopped fighting for 2 years, and all of a sudden my why was, I want to be a trainer. Then I started fighting again. 35 fights more later, that whole time was spent, my why was, I want to be a good trainer. So what do I have to do to get there? So you're seeing what I'm talking about here. If you start training, you're in the fight team, you're an amateur, like you're coming up for your first amateur fight, man, your whole why should be to have a good performance in your first fight. That's your why. Like, well, why are you doing that? Why are you fighting? Why do you choose fighting as your path to have your want to win? So if it's because, one, you're bullied, cool. That's your why. That's why you started. What's your next why? Your why you started might be because you're a natural athlete and you thought it's something you'd be good at. Cool. Are you getting better at it? What's your next why? There needs to be the next step. The other word for why is goals. Like, what is your goal? What do you want to achieve out of the sport? Why do you want to achieve it? I want to be world champion. Why do you want to be world champion? Because I believe I'm the best and I want to show that to the rest of the world. I want to just fight and get experience, and I want to keep myself entertained and experience travel and meet new people. Okay, that's a great why. That's driving you to achieve some things. But also you need to communicate those whys with your trainer from day one. If your whole why is I just want to exist, cool, I'm cool with that. But I need to know that so that we're on the same page, so that we're chasing the same thing. If I know your whole goal is not to be world champion one day, then I know not to have my heart set on you being world champion one day. But if your goal is to be world champion one day, then you need to have your whys set in place as to how you're going to get there. Why I want to be world champion. How I'm going to get there. The longer you go on lying to yourself and putting on a false why to your trainer, and not just your trainer, but the people who care about you in general, the harder it gets when your why runs out. Because the why runs out unless you start a new why. I know I'm using the word why a lot, but the longer you go on just existing because that's what you want, your whole thing, why you started, the gas tank runs out on that. That's where the goal setting comes in. To have the goals, you have to have the whys. We're done for the week. This to me that was my biggest learning curve from last year. Don't give fighters something that they don't want. If they want it, cool, let's go for it. If they don't, cool, let's go for what you want to do. I hope you all like that one, because as trainers all get hurt. We get hurt all the time. We get disappointed. We get let down. And mainly through lack of communication. So we come back to that word, communicate. Let me know what's going on. Let your trainer know what's going on. Let your friends know what's going on. Let everyone around you know what's going on, so that there's no false reason for you doing what you're doing. Thank you very much, guys. And Kopung Kap.